Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday.
Let's get on to the going out big, like we like to do.
Yeah, it's big.
With Karen's birthdays, celebrating the birthdays of those who make the movies. Karen.
All right, let's start off the week of wishing a birthday to the lovely and talented Catherine O'Hara, who turned 60 but can play anywhere from live action to animated. She first came on the scene in the Second City TV show SCTV and soon made a name for herself starring in a string of Christopher Guest mockumentary films. Guys, can you name a couple?
Mighty Wind.
Yes.
For your consideration.
Waiting for Guffman.
Best in Show.
Very nice, all four.
There you go.
There are so many wonderful things to say about Miss Catherine O'Hara. Here are just a few. She was a close friend to the late, great John Candy and gave a tearful eulogy at his funeral. Her acting mentor was Gilda Radner.
Oh, wow.
And Paul, you're going to love this. She wrote SCTV's 1976 sketch, High Q.
Oh,
did she?
That's the
She
best.
wrote that. That is tears.
I wish I had a clip. That's
Love
so
you,
funny.
Catherine O'Hara. Love you.
I
That
was
makes her-
so proud of her.
It makes her like younger than all the rest of the guys, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, your Bill Murray's. I know that's not Canada, but Bill Murray and those guys are like in
She's
their
60.
late 60s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was, here's the thing I love most about her. She was super cool when Paul and I met her at Target.
This is true.
What Target did you meet her at?
It was the West Hollywood Target.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm talking dead parents all day today, but my mom had cancer, and so I went back to be with her for the last couple of weeks and stuff. And
Should this music really be?
this is music probably should go down. But Paul had bought me all the SCTV shows, all of them. And so when I was sitting there with my mom, she had a very short attention span, but we could watch SCTV because it's a bunch of sketches. And she loved the humor, and we had a blast. So we just kept watching all of these back to back to back. So I saw all these sketches. And so then that whole thing happened with my mom. I came back here. We were at the Target. It was within like a week of being home with my mom and letting her go. And I'm at the Target and I see Catherine O'Hara. And Paul's like, that's Catherine O'Hara. And I just kind of handed Paul what I was carrying. And I just walked over to her. I didn't think twice. And I just looked and said, Catherine O'Hara, thank you for making me laugh. And I told her the story about being with my mom. And before I knew it, she's hugging me. We're crying. Her sister's crying. Paul's just standing there going, I hope this is okay. I hope this is okay. And she was fucking awesome.
There's an interesting
Great
footnote to
lady.
that story where
Yeah, there we go.
where Catherine O'Hara runs into Bill Murray at a party, and they swap stories about you.
They're like, this girl's losing her parents all dramatic.
I think that's crazy. Yeah, my father.
Plus, she was fantastic.
Wait a
in
minute, she told me it was
Beetlejuice, too.
Ghostbusters. She told me it was SCT. No, two different parents.
Two different
Oh,
parents.
okay,
She had two parents. Okay.
So great.
But let's be fun again and say a happy birthday to someone I really wish I'd run into at Target as well, is the great Daniel Craig,
Ooh, dreamy.
Hey now.
who turns 46 but can play anywhere from business casual to black tie required. We all know Daniel Craig from his work as James Bond and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and other movies I haven't seen. But did you know that he turned down a really famous role in one of Adam's favorite movies? Anybody?
Yes, he was Wolverine.
No.
Oh, no.
Good guess, though.
He turned down Thor.
Ah.
Yes, they
I
asked
do
him to
not
do
see
it.
Thank
it.
goodness.
Do not see it.
Yeah.
Thank
Isn't that
goodness.
strange? I
Yeah.
thought that was strange too.
He's a little too mannered for Thor.
Right? He just seems too completely
for
perfect
Bond.
and
He's
sexy and together.
Perfect
And,
Yeah,
for Bond.
he's too,
Yeah, too mannered.
Yeah.
yeah, you need to be more Ren Fair to play that part.
Very,
Yes.
yes. You're
Chris
Just like
Hemsworth.
Chris
Red
Hemsworth.
fair
Wow.
head.
Now, when I found out that he had turned down Thor and it went to Chris Hemsworth, it made me think to myself, Vanessa, I said, I wonder if Daniel Craig has ever been naked in a movie. So I
Yes.
immediately did some research. I found out that in the 2000 film Some Voices, he is completely naked. Go online and look. There's a scene where he's in a bunch of garbage. It's
Hooray.
fantastic.
Hooray. He's naked in Bond, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
more or less.
that's true.
Yeah.
Like junk naked?
Oh, in this movie,
Yeah.
junk naked.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have put that at the top
Paul
of
is
my...
completely unimpressed, by the way.
Oh, if you'd seen this, you'd be impressed. I added it to
would
my
be.
list of movies to watch. And if Paul, if you and Lee would like to look like Daniel Craig, all you have to do is go to www.menshealth.com/fitness/Daniel Craig workout, and they give you his entire week-long workout regimen. And fellas, the secret is jumping jacks.
I doubt that.
That's what he says, jumping
Wow.
jacks. Just do jumping jacks.
Naked?
And yes, naked. And you will look like Daniel Craig.
Wow.
Done and done.
You know, yeah, we were talking about Herschel Walker, I think, recently, right? That all
Yeah.
he ever did were push-ups and sit-ups, and he looked like Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
I don't know what you got to do. I feel
How many
like I do
push-ups do
shit.
you have to do to be black?
I don't know. It doesn't hurt that you can just sit back on 007 residuals and work out all day.
I'm telling you.
And now, Lee, that you're back, you can
Yes.
attest to how much you know that I love hearing famous people sing.
People ask me all the time, can you tell me 2 things about Karen?
Yes.
And I say, well, the first thing is she's gorgeous. Secondly, she loves hearing famous people talk or sing.
That's right.
You got those in the right order.
That's all right. Thank you. I especially like hearing it if they're celebrating a birthday. So let's finish up our birthdays by listening to a lovely song stylings of Daniel Craig singing Gold Mines in the Sky from the movie Infamous, which Paul tells me stars Sandra Bullock, which I did not know. That I guess I own. Paul told me I own this movie, which I forgot. And he says that I've seen this movie, which I do not remember. So let's listen to the lovely stylings of Daniel Craig.
Down the line
And he was playing the guitar as well.
Beautiful.
where the skies are always blue. Palomine.
That was the Andrew Ridgeley of Capote movies, if I remember correctly. Because Capote won the Oscar for an Infamous starred Toby Jones as Capote with Sandra Bullock as Harper Lee, and I know, Daniel Craig had a little part in that. Moving